Hello, this is Angela Johnson Ayers with Confessions of Mommy and Life Cannot Wait. And I wanted to just talk to you briefly this morning. I just finished working out. And, every time I exercise, it reminds me so much of just my journey with weight and in eating, abusing food over the years throughout my life. And I truly love exercising. I enjoy working out, especially outside. Today it is around 80 some degrees this morning. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. I just took the children to school about an hour and a half ago. And, I said, instead of going to the gym, I think I'm just going to walk outside in the neighborhood. My children's, where their school is, because I like hills, walking up hills and down hills, because that works different muscles and body parts. And it just made me feel, first, when you start any weight journey, and I wanted to talk to you all, women, moms, ladies, and men who are listening too, but it's so easy to defeat yourself before you even start. Every morning when you wake up, it's a choice to say, okay, am I going to exercise? Am I not going to exercise? And it's funny because, I have 20 pounds to lose before I get to my goal weight. I started at 318 pounds back in 2006 was my highest weight. And for me, I got weight loss surgery. I had tried up and down throughout the years of my life, all through my 20s and 30s. I have lost 100, gained 100, lost 100, gained 100. And so it has been a roller coaster cycle. And it was to the point where my health was just at, even though I'm 5'9" and I'm 5'10", but still at 318 pounds, my doctor at the time just told me, this is just entirely too much weight. You're morbidly obese. And so I opted to have weight loss surgery on May 30th, 2006. And that was how many years ago? It's 2018 now? And 12 years ago. And I've had 2 kids in the process. So I went to 318. My lowest weight was 174. Okay. And for me, I want to be at 170, and that's it. I love having some curves, but yet fit curves, And, but over the past year and a half, I got a little lax with my exercise. Wasn't consistent. And also the medication that I was taking, I think caused me to gain weight. I had opted to take, look at me, I'm telling all my personal business, but hey, I love talking to you all, and many of you all asked, so I don't mind being transparent. I started taking a contraceptive, and it was fantastic, because I was having, ladies, you know how it is, sometimes you have very heavy periods. And mine were just crazy. And so I got this contraception. It was fantastic. I only had a cycle like 2 or 3 days, but within 5 months, I put on 18 pounds. And I went to the doctor's office like, yo, you got to remove this, And so, and then too, not, when you're not exercising and it's consistently, and then I was eating, I checked my diet. I wasn't eating as well, and I started drinking more wine than normal, than what's good, you understand? And wine really can make you gain weight. So long story short, here I am I'm at 190. Now, for some, people say, oh, you look fine, you look good. I mean, think about it. You went from 318, you're still 190, but for me, I want to reach my goal. And I guess I said all that to say this, what are some of your goals? It's so easy in this day and time for us to just be content because the world makes everything so comfortable. So what if you gain weight? Just go up a size in clothes. So what if you're getting bigger? You get a bigger bra size, get bigger panties. Everything's made to stretch and get bigger. When I was younger growing up, we didn't have all this elastic and stretchable, breathable clothing that, would expand as you expanded. It's like if you were a size 7, you was a 7, and now a 7 really is like a 10, A lot of the designers and labels are lying to us, especially here in America. If you try on other European designers, a lot of them are more true to form than here in America. But the point is, it's so easy to be content. And I could easily just be content. I could definitely say, well, look, I'm no longer in the 300s. I'm no longer in the 200s, and I am tall and I can wear my weight well. And even though I can't fit a size 6 anymore, I'm in a 10, but that's not what I want to be. That's not my goal. And I'm not doing this to fit society's image. I want to reach my goal to say, I completed, I finished. And I'm asking you all, you mothers, you women, what is your goal? And I'm not saying aim for unrealistic goals. I'm not saying I want to be 130 pounds and walk the runways of Milan, Italy. I know those days are far behind me, unless, the Lord willing, anything could happen, But I'm not aiming to be that. I just want to get to the weight where my doctor says, you know what, for your height, weight, size, this will be perfect. You understand? She's not telling me to lose 190 pounds or like before, or 160. She's saying, if you want to reach your goal, you can. So ladies, moms, I want to challenge you. What is your goal? Let's don't stop at just what's comfortable. And again, many of us can. Think about how far many of us have gone in our lives. If it's your weight, we can look back and say, well, I'm no longer 400 pounds. I'm just 200. I'm no longer in debt, but I'm still not saving or I'm spending foolishly. Or, look, I have an apartment. Why should I try to get something bigger? Why should I do bigger and better? Or I already have a bachelor's. Why should I reach for a master's or a doctorate? It's so important that we continue to better ourselves. It's just like right now, my husband and I are looking to purchase another house. We need more bedrooms. And some people say, well, you know what? Why don't you just stay in your present situation? But I've always believed that it's something powerful and spiritual about upward mobility, moving forward. And that doesn't mean you have to get something grand and huge. But I'm saying I truly believe that God moves by, the word even says, he goes from faith to faith, strength to strength, glory to glory. And we, I think, in our lives need to be moving, as my husband says, forward and up. Forward and up. And it's so easy in this day and time not to do that. It's so easy to just be complacent and sit around. And you know what? The one thing about me that just burns me up, and maybe that's got me in trouble over the years, but it pushes me. It drives me. I'm very driven. What drives me is I don't want to ever look back and say, dang, I should have tried, or I could have, would have. Every time I drive past a cemetery, and this is no lie, when I look out there, I don't think, dang, look at all them dead people. I think, how many dreams died with these people? You understand what I'm saying? How long? How long do we have to just sit and not try something? And you know what? A very powerful book I read years ago, my husband and we read it together, was Bishop Jakes, T.D. Jakes' book about repositioning yourself. And that thing resonated with me because I've always felt that, but I did not know the words to define what I felt like I had the right to do. But you can always reposition yourself. You can always, my children say, Mommy, when I grow up, I want to be this one thing. I said, no, baby, you don't have to be just one thing. You can be many different things in different seasons. Look at so many people. Look at Oprah Winfrey. She wasn't just a talk show host. She wrote a book. She has been an entrepreneur. Look at Serena Williams. She's a fantastic tennis player. She's a businesswoman. You don't have to be just one thing. But what you do have to do, however, is very important to hone in and try to focus by season. You understand? Just like fruits and vegetables grow by season, so do we. We have to continue to grow. And the same thing with us and our bodies. Again, yes, we can always go out here, and there's nothing wrong with buying plus size clothes. But if if that's your heart's desire to stay the weight you are, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not shaming anybody, believe me. But what I'm saying, there are many of you, and I talk to women every day, especially being a mom and a stay-home mom when I'm at libraries and karate and other kid activities, and I talk to other mothers, and they're just like, man, I just wish I could lose this last 10 or 15. Well, why not? Why can't we? What's stopping us? I just saw a video on Facebook. It was so powerful. This woman's 102 years old, and she jogs every morning. If this woman who's 102 can get herself out there and run, what's stopping us? Stop using the excuse, well, it's my medication. Look, so many of us Americans on medication. I'm on medication, okay? I take antidepressants. You understand? And yes, some medications can put a lot of weight on us. It really can. That's why it's so important to work with your physician or your prescribing physician about it and explain what's happening with your body. But that's no excuse. It's no excuse. And it's funny because we are raising a generation of children who mimic what we do. So if we have a generation of our children see us making excuses for our mediocrity, they'll do the same thing. Am I perfect? Hecky no. Do I have perfect children? Heck no. Okay? You understand what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to do each day, I fall, but I'm going to get back up. I fall with my eating. I may fall with drinking. I may fall with talking crazy sometimes to my husband. I may fall, but I'm going to admit it and keep moving on. Admit it and quit it and keep moving forward. And that's what I want to encourage us moms, us women today. You know what, as a African American woman, and I'm gonna finish this up, and I thank God that so many of you all who listen to me, those of you, I have a lot of listeners who are Caucasian, Black, Asian, Latino, and one thing though, I want to speak specifically to us Black women, because I remember growing up, and I'll never forget this. I used to watch images of us Black women on TV, and so many of us look like mammies. Now, thank God, we have Kerry Washington, and we have so many Black women of all diverse body types and sizes and just hues, shades of beauty. But you ever watch commercials and you notice that in many of these commercials, the Black women in these commercials look like mammies? We always have extra weight on us. We never look like we are the sex object, you know? And so it really resonated with me. And I started thinking, why did they paint such a negative picture? All Black women are not carrying an extra 50 to 100 pounds on us. All Black, we care about what we look like. We care about our weight. You know, I even remember when I was an undergrad and some of the ball players, some of the Black guys, you know, I would ask them, why y'all always dating Caucasian women? And again, there's nothing wrong with dating outside the race. I've dated Caucasian men and I have nothing against it. You understand? But I asked them specifically, what is their reason? Because I always like to know a person's reasoning. If it's because you just love the person or you like them, that's one thing. But if you're dating a white woman or you're dating a certain woman just because you just think they're better than the others, I sometimes question the motive. So this one Black guy, I asked him, I said, why do you only date white women? He said, well, Angela, it seems like the Black girls don't care about y'all's bodies. You all don't care, and I want a woman who's in shape. And I thought, wow, is that true? Do they think that all of us Black women don't care? It's not true. So I'm saying to you all, it's not true. We do care about what we look like. We care about our bodies. We care about our health. It's just, I guess, because so many years we've put family, finances, and so many other things before it. But now, ladies, and I encourage you, and I applaud us as well, because as women of color, so many of us are working out. We are putting our health first. And as women, period, this is a sisterhood. It transcends race and color and socioeconomic background. We just need to push to a level of greatness, which is relative to you. You understand? Greatness is relative. For one person, it may be getting an associate's degree. For another, it may be getting a PhD. But no one's better than the other. But what it does is it will help us raise a generation of children who see, okay, mommy's striving. She's not perfect. She's not a perfect size 4, as people call it. But she's striving to be this healthiest she can be. So this morning, ladies, I just want to encourage us to, first of all, you got to love who you are. But let's push past where we are. And let's challenge ourselves in every area of our life. Don't get so comfortable. Comfortability breeds content. You get content and then you stop striving. And again, I am not perfect. I have made numerous mistakes. And if you listen to some of my blogs and come to some of my workshops, you will see and hear the mistakes that I've made. And that's why I'm here to tell you, ladies, let's work together and push together and encourage one another. You wake up in the mornings, don't be thinking, well, dang, I ate too much yesterday. I drank too much. I'm defeated. No, you think to yourself, you know what? This is a new day, new mercies every day, and I'm going to seize this day. Hey, until next time, be blessed. Check me out on my blog, confessionsofmommy.blogspot.com, or my website, angelajohnsonayers.com. And pick up a copy of my book, Laughter Pills for Moms, a 31-day supply. Talk to you soon. Be blessed. Bye-bye.